What is up, everybody? Ben Gothard here, founder and CEO of Gothard Enterprises, author of CEO at 20, and show host of Project Egg, coming at you today with another video. And today I want to get you pumped up, I want to get you fired up, and I want to get you on the path to accomplishing the dreams that you have. I want you to be successful in all the things that you want to accomplish. And how am I going to help you do that? Well, I want to share with you my philosophy right now on why you should stop waiting for the right time and why you should start taking action now. Okay? And here's why. If you wait to do whatever it is that you want to do, if you wait for the right time, it's never going to come. There will always be things that get in your way. There will always be things that are going to be obstacles for you that are going to stop you dead in your tracks if you're waiting for that right time. Because newsflash, there's never a right time. There's never a great time. There's never going to be a time when you open up your mailbox or your email, since some people don't even have mailboxes now, and you get a letter that's saying, okay, now's the time for you to go. Now's the time when you can just start doing what you want to do, and here's how to do it. Nobody's going to lay out the steps for you. It's up to you to decide that it is your turn. It is up for you to decide that you want it bad enough to put down everything else and just pursue it, right? Now, why am I saying this? Okay? Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because I care about you. I'm saying this because I want you to accomplish the things in your life that you want to accomplish. And I'll give you an example. At one point in my life, I wanted to be an author. And so I wrote this book, CEO at 20, a little book for big dreams. Did it take me a long time? Absolutely. Was it hard? Yeah, you bet your ass it was. But you know what? When I got to publish this book, when I got to pick up the phone and I got to call my mom and I got to say, hey, Mom, check out this email I sent you. Go click on that link. And she was so excited. That was so worth it, right? That was an accomplishment that I got to have. And that feeling, that same feeling is the feeling that I want for you, okay? So stop waiting for the right time. It's not going to come. You got to start now. You got to start taking action now. Okay, so what are some of the things that you may be saying are holding you back? You don't have connections. Okay, you don't have connections? I'm going to solve that for you right now. I'm going to tell you how to network right now. Okay, all you have to do is go on social media and go type in entrepreneur, or go type in business owner, or go type in the CEO of the name of a company that you admire, and go look for these people on social media because they're there, because they realize the importance of building a brand online, and go tweet at them, direct message them, send them an email. Do all of those things and keep doing it. Keep following up week after week until they respond to you. Is everybody going to answer you? No. Are some people going to answer you? Absolutely. Go on Twitter, tweet at people. Go on Twitter, slide into their DMs. Go on Instagram, message them, tag them in a post. Go on Facebook, hit them up. Go join their groups. Get involved. Get on their email list. Send mail to them. If you reach out to people and you show them that you're hungry and that you want it, they will give you the time of day. They will give you a chance to prove yourself. Then it's up to you to go out and follow up with them, right? Just because somebody says no to you does not mean that that's no forever. It's just not yet, right? You may not be ready for it. They may not be ready for it. So keep following up with people, right? So that's how to network, right? Is to just go and do it, right? Go to find them on social media and hit them up. Enough times, most people will answer you. Most people will at least give you the chance to see, like, why does this person keep hitting me up so much? I know personally, if somebody keeps messaging me or emailing me, I'm going to respond to them, because at the very least, I want to make them stop emailing me so much or hitting me up so much, because I want to figure out what it is that they want. I want to see why they are so dead set on getting in touch with me, right? So most people think like that. Most people are like, okay, why does this person keep hitting me up so much? I'm gonna figure it out and deal with it, right? So that's one thing. Okay, now other people say, well, I don't have a passion. I don't know what I'm passionate about, therefore I can't do anything. That is a horrendous excuse. That's a horrible excuse. And I'm going to solve that one for you too, because I'm a problem solver, and that's what I want to do for you. Okay, so what I want you to do is, you're getting a piece of paper here. I want you to take your notepad, okay, and I want you to take a pen or a pencil, whatever one you're more comfortable with, and on each line, I want you to write down something that you think you may be passionate about. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be dogs. It could be making sweaters for dogs. It could be knitting the sweaters that other people sell to dogs. I don't know why I'm stuck on that, but it could be anything and everything. Each line is a new thing. And each line, you can build on the old idea. It can be a completely new idea. There are no bad ideas that you can write down here. Eventually, and I don't care if it takes you 100 lines, because this is your passion that we're talking about. This is your life, and it's worth it to put in the time. But if you write down enough, you are eventually going to find something and land on something that you care enough about to invest your time in, to start taking action on. And that is a good thing. Go pursue that. Now, you may be saying, well, I don't have time to go and be writing down all these things and, dedicating my life to it. Okay, so don't dedicate your life to it. Write down the things until you find one that you care enough to stand behind, and go volunteer doing it for an hour. If you can do it for an hour and you still really, really like it, then keep doing it. Keep following up with that. That could be your passion. If you do it for 1 hour and you can't stand it, then that is a red flag that says, hey, whoa, maybe you shouldn't be doing that thing. But at least you gave it a shot. That way, years down the road, you won't be saying, man, I wish I would have tried this. I wish I would have done that. Okay? So we talked about how to network with people, which is going on social media or going on their website and just hitting them up a ton. We talked about how to figure out what your purpose is, right? Which is just writing down enough ideas about what you think it may be, because you really know, right? If you think deep down, you know what it is that you really like to do. You just haven't made a decision yet. So it's just about writing enough things down until you decide something like, hey, I might want to try this. And trying it for an hour. If you like it, keep doing it. If you don't do it. Okay? Now, the next thing is planning. Planning is so unbelievably important. You can't even imagine how unbelievably important planning is. Well, how do you plan? Right? You may be thinking, okay, well, I'm just going to sit back and make this huge grand master plan and it's going to be great. Okay, but how do you actually do that? Well, I'm going to tell you how. Okay, so remember the things that we just wrote down? Finding our passion, right? Super easy. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to take that passion and we're going to think. We're going to sit down for maybe 30 minutes to an hour. You may be saying, I don't want to spend that time. Okay, well, then you're not going to take action on your goals anyways, right? If you're not going to put forth the action to make your dreams a reality and to take initiative for yourself, I mean, I can't help you. Nobody can help you. At the end of the day, only you can help you. That's another tangent for another time. So anyways, think about the thing that you really, really want to accomplish, your passion, your purpose, and then think 20 years from now and think, okay, what is that going to look like for me in 20 years? What is that going to look like for me 50 years down the road? Okay, humongous goals these should scare you, right? These should truly, truly scare you. For example, one of the things that I do is I started this business called Project Egg, and it is a community, a network of entrepreneurs, and it is also a show. Okay, so one of the goals that I have for Project Egg is in 20 years, I want to have helped and united 1 million entrepreneurs under the banner of Project Egg. Is that a humongous goal? Yeah, 1 million people is a lot of people. And trying to get all those people in one place, that's a humongous goal. Does that scare me a little? Yeah, absolutely it does. That's why I wanted to set a goal that big. In fact, I should probably raise that goal to 10 million. I should probably raise that goal to 100 million. I should keep raising that goal and keep setting that bar higher and higher, because when you set the bar high and you're shooting for the stars, your level of action and your the things that you do every day, those are going to start to align and progress you to the higher level. Whereas if you shoot for low, if you just aim for mediocrity, that's exactly what you're going to get. So aim high. It doesn't matter if you fail. You're going to fail. But aim high so that those failures, you can learn from them and you can still keep going higher and keep getting better. Okay? So let's talk about the planning, because this is important. So think about what that thing looks like for you. And what's his name? Jim Collins, who wrote Good to Great, which is a brilliant book. If you haven't read it, I would highly suggest reading it. He said that this is your BHAG, your big, hairy, audacious goal. I think it's kind of a funny way to put it. But anyways, it's the huge thing that you want to accomplish 20 years down the road, when you take your passion, what you're really pumped about right now, and this is what it manifests itself like 20 years down the road. Okay, now you're there 20 years down the road. You're picturing it in your head. Okay, well, what do you need to do 19 years from now in order to accomplish that 20-year goal? Okay, what do you need to do 18 years from now in order to accomplish that 19-year goal, in order to accomplish that 20-year goal? You see it, right? 17, 16, 15 years, 10 years, 5 years, 1 year, 6 months, 1 month, 2 weeks, tomorrow. Once you know how what you're doing tomorrow is affecting your life 20 years from now, That is a good plan, because you can see how things are going to play out, and you can adjust if you need to. You can course correct. You can figure out what you need to do in order to become successful. Okay, and you can see, okay, I need to do this, this, and this by this, and this date, and that way it'll set me up for X, Y, Z. Okay, and you can plan it out, and you can then take action according to your plan. So you're taking control of your own life. Okay, that's the really, really important thing, is to take control of your own life. Okay, so now we talked about planning. We talked about finding your purpose. We talked about networking with really big people. Okay, but there's one critical piece. There's one critical piece that ties it all together, and it is taking massive action. It is taking massive action. It is doing everything that you can, everything in your power, and devoting yourself to your goals, and getting everything moving forward, and just absolutely aligning yourself with your goal. And every single bit of action that you put forth on a daily basis is moving you forward, and taking that action and doing it, and not just sitting back and drinking a beer and watching a football game. Because if you do that for 40 years, you know what you're going to get? Nothing. You're probably going to have some fond memories of drinking beer on a Sunday, but you're not going to have anything amazing that you can say that you've done with your life. I don't want you to be the person that looks back, in 30 years. I don't want you to look back and say, man, I wish I wouldn't have watched so much freaking football and drank so much beer. I wish I would have done something meaningful with my life. I wish I would have written a book, or I wish I would have started a business, or I wish I would have done, worked on a nonprofit. I wish I would have done something meaningful. Okay, I don't want you to look back with regret. I want you to look back and say, damn, I did a lot of cool stuff. I am really proud of myself. You know what? When I look back, I see that I've written 15 books. These are only some of them. I've written 15 books in the last 2 years. And you know what? I'm proud of that. And that gives me energy to keep moving forward. I'm not going to try to sell you my books right now. I'm not trying to do that. And I'm not trying to brag either. I'm just trying to give you an example of how I'm implementing this in my own life, and how it makes me happy. It makes me fulfilled. It gives me this energy. I probably seem like a freaking Energizer bunny right now, because I'm so hopped up on entrepreneurship and personal development in life, because this is what I love to do. And this is what I want to give you. I want to give you the happiness, the feelings that I feel. I want you to feel them too, because I know that you can, and I know that you have the power to do so. Right? But it all starts with that action. It all starts with just making the decision that today is the day. Stop waiting for the right time. It's not going to come. There's this ancient proverb, I believe it's Chinese of origin, but the ancient proverb says the best time to plant an oak tree is 20 years ago. The second best time is right now. The same goes for your life. The same goes for your business. The same goes for your book. The same goes for your project. The same goes for anything and everything that you want to accomplish in your life, your dreams, the very thing that gets you out of bed every single day. What you think about when you think about happiness and bliss, and you think about, if I only had this one thing, if I only had this one thing, that is the thing that I want you to accomplish. That is the thing that I want you to start taking action towards, because you can do it. Because you can absolutely do it, and there is nothing that is going to stop you if you put your mind to it and you say enough is enough. I don't care what it's going to take. I don't care what obstacles are in front of me. I'm going to keep moving forward. So stop waiting for the right time and start taking action right now. Please, please, please share this with anybody who needs to hear it. Thank you. Let's build a better world together.